This is the third and final battle between Olkimos and Lurtz of Agartha in the beta flash number 92. We have the Sassanids versus the Eastern Roman Empire. An interesting matchup. Definitely not the usual one, and quite like this map, I have to say. It's not, well, I don't know if it's completely, no, it's not completely flat, but it's fairly flat, and it's very refreshing to look at compared to plains. So let's go over the builds. We have from Olkimos, I believe it is, we have 4 Perstigben, very heavy shock cavalry. Then we have 1 Spabed. We have 2 Shayadan Immortal Cavalry, one of the few units that have Parthian shot, might be useful. Persian Hurlers, we have a total of 4 Persian Hurlers, and for infantry we have Persian Brigade on the flanks, 4 Elite Daylamites in the center. So the Persians probably looking to skirmish a bit here. Now we have Tagmata Cavalry, 4 of those, still a good unit, just not ridiculously overpowered. Then we have Heterea Guards on the flanks, 4 Eastern Armored Legio, Spaghetti Lines, 2 Clibonari, well, 1 Equites Promoti and 1 Clibonari. Then we have 4 Funditores, and up front we have Limitane Border Guards. The Eastern Armored Legio, very strong defensively, well, not very strong, but decent defensively. They're not, they lack shield wall, the equivalent, or the equivalent of that. Really nice to look at this map, I have to say. Refreshing. The Shayadan Immortal brushing up, no doubt looking to start some skirmish engagements. Need to be careful about the Funditores though, but that's about it. If they manage to get out on either flank, they could do a lot of damage to the Tagmata. Just need to be careful that they stay out of charge range of the Tagmata Cavalry. If the Tagmata Cavalry hits charge speed, then good night Shayadan. Don't quite know what they're firing at. I think they're just firing at will now, which is not really good, and they are very close to being in Funditore range, but now they are running away a bit. Getting a few volleys off, not really killing anything, but they are getting volleys off on this Tagmata, and this is a delicious blob for them to be firing into. Getting shots off on both Tagmata and Heterea Guards. Couldn't ask for a better target almost. And the Shayadan Immortal are very cool looking units. You don't see them too often, they are very, very expensive. Prohibitive cost. The Slingers are firing, but yeah, they're firing on the Persian Hurlers. This Tagmata Cavalry is taking some shots here, I think. But the Funditores are also taking damage, which is, this is not the target these Shayadan Immortals want to be firing at. They want to be firing at the Tagmata and the Heterea Guards, but the Funditores are actually doing a great job in sacrificing themselves for the greater good here. Nice, very nice opening to this battle with nice extended skirmishing and ordered battle lines. Men sacrificing themselves so their more expensive comrades can survive to do more important work than these Funditores are able to. This is not good for the Perstigben. They are taking damage here. And the blood effects have gone from being barely noticeable to being completely ridiculous in classic CA style. They first mess up something one way, then they go way too far in the other direction. So this basically looks like each and every man here has been killed by a shotgun, not an arrow. I don't understand why it's so hard for the creative assembly to get the most basic of things right. And the Persian Hurlers taking a lot of damage here from these precursors, but it's really good that they pull them out so other units don't get hit. Persian Brigade crushing into Funditores.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
Here we have the Tagmata being sort of blocked by the the Legio, but the elite Elamites should still take some casualties there. Pushtegman cataphracts crashing in, and yeah, the Heterei Guards have lost quite a lot of men here, probably a lot of slinger fire. The Shaiyadan Immortals have gotten some kills, but I'm a bit worried that they're mostly low value Funditori kills. And weird stuff going on here. Persian hurlers just walking around next to Funditores, pulling out precursors from these Eastern Armored Legio, which is nice. And let's see here. This, yeah, the elite Elamites getting in nicely, but getting smashed in the flanks. Could be very dangerous here. I quite like this flanking move by the Shaiyadan Immortal. Using all of the available ammunition on the Shaiyadan Immortals is a very good job. And a few MLG charges here over the fence. Tagmata Cavalry getting hit very hard. Should die. Heterea start going down. Question is whether it's enough. Nice rear charge here into the Pushtegman, and the Pushtegman are basically going to take forever to die. And yeah, here come the Spabed with his upgraded sword in to take care of the Tagmata Cavalry. Nice charge here with Tagmata into the Persian hurlers and the Persian brigade. The Tagmata might get bogged down here though if it doesn't pull out in time. But it does have support from Eastern Army Legio. So the general here, the Spabed general, wins the flank for the Sassanids, and these Shaiyadan Immortals are very dangerous, even though they have used all their ammunition. They can absolutely take care of. They can both take care of enemy cavalry and enemy infantry. Enemy infantry on the charge, enemy cavalry because they have very decent spears that they use in close combat. So nice dual purpose unit, but just unfortunately they are too expensive. Here they are charging in, going all in for the Palatina Guards of the Romans, which is probably a good idea. If the general dies, then the Sassanids might have a chance, but the Romans are going to like a grind out fight like this better than the Sassanids. The Sassanids really need to get in and get out. And here we have Equites Promoti and Palatina Guards fighting Spabed and Elite Elamites, and this blob really needs help. The Shaiyadan Immortals charge into the Funditores, then the Tagmata Cavalry comes in. Shaiyadan Immortals do not want to fight Tagmata Cavalry. This Pushtegman really wants to get into the back of these Palatina Guards, and it's barely holding in the center here. It's only a matter of time before the Sassanid center breaks down under the assault of Eastern Armored and Heterei Guards. Very dangerous situation in the center here for the Sassanids. The Shaiyadan Immortal, they get charge speed, so these Funditores are not able to stop them. And they're getting a decent charge here into the Legio and getting a lot of kills actually. But problem is though, even though they're getting nice rear charges, this front line is just not holding up. The Pushtegman takes so long to die. 60 armor to 89 health. Very heavy. Unfortunately, they don't do well in extended melees. They just take forever to die. Here, Pushtegbans are going to charge in and probably get a nice amount of kills. But they probably can't pull out here very easily due to these... well, they might actually, because the Tagmata could die. Here the Heterei Guards are unbreakable, even though they are losing decisively. But when that wears off, the Sassanids, the Palatina Guards are about to get smashed here. So this is very interesting. This is actually looking manageable now for the Sassanids, because the Sassanids have so much cavalry left. Romans mainly have infantry left, so the Sassanids getting a few nice charges here are going to be able to take out a lot of the Roman units, and what looked pretty hopeless for the Sassanids turned out to be entirely manageable due to the fact that the Sassanids had the cavalry advantage, and bringing the Shaiyadan Immortal Cavalry was a smart move under these rules. Very smart move. getting the cavalry advantage in any way you can. Although you are at a disadvantage in infantry, that doesn't matter as much when you're able to get in these very nice charges and just charging into spears here with with the medium bow cav and doing really well. And over here as well, the Equites Promoti and the Togmata cavalry, they are about to go down. Eastern Armadillo is going to take a long time to kill Prestegman Cataphracts. They're going to get some help from the Limitane border guards, but it looks like, yeah, the Paltina guards are going to rout off the field. The Togmata cavalry doesn't have a lot of men left, and of course we have the very dangerous Prestegman still alive, still able to get some nice charges into the side of the Eastern Armadillo. Nicely done. So, yeah, it looks like this is actually going to go the way of the Sassanids, surprisingly enough. Well, not surprisingly considering the builds perhaps, but surprising considering how the center looked there for the Sassanids. But it just once again goes to show cavalry wins the day. And let's see, yeah, the Sassanid cavalry overall does fairly well. Nice use of the Shayad and Immortals, very nice use actually. Would have liked to see them get some more shots off on the Roman cavalry, but in the end it didn't really matter, because the Sassanids were able to, through repeated cavalry charges, were able to defeat the Eastern Romans and Lurtz of Agartha. So that means Olkimos wins the Flash tournament 2-1 against Lurtz of Agartha. Strength and honor.